cuddle bear frightened. You're safe now. I'll get you to my mother's. Have you snug as a bug in a rug in no time. And don't worry, I'll kill anyone or anything that gets in our way. Well, that's enough excitement for one day. Come along, dearest. The sooner we get you to safety, the sooner I can get back to work. Don't forget to thank the kind stranger for helping you, dear. I don't suppose you've seen a frightened tailor wandering about. That sounds like my sweet Odai. Kindest man in the world, but as helpless as a kitten. Oh, I do hope he isn't frightened. Even deer tend to startle poor Odai. I was taking him to my mother's home in Wayrest. She just loves Odai to pieces. Oh, look, there he is now. Poor bedraggled darling. There you are, my poor darling. You must have been sleepwalking again. You were gone when I woke up.
Ah, a new recruit. Aren't we all, my friend? Aren't we all? We're dealing with a literal undead uprising. Our patrols sweep the wilds while our primary wizard, Gabriel Benele, searches for him. The Lion Guard doesn't usually seek help outside its ranks, but these are desperate times. Do what you can to help any patrols you... Stendar bless you. I'll tell you what I can. In hindsight, I may have spread the patrols too thin. I sent them to patrol the grounds around the redoubt, to protect the Godhead Farm, and to guard the western ruins at Merovic's Folly. Wizard Benele is here on behalf of the Mages Guild. She claims there's a relic in the ruins that will help us defeat Angoth, but... Oh, I'd love to. But there's some kind of barrier protecting the crypts.
Hello. Thanks for the help. I'll rejoin the rest of our forces now. Glad you came along. Thanks for the quick rescue.
Blood of the forebears. We were working with the wizard Benele. I lost track of... Stranger, aid me. Blood. We were... Blood thorns desecrate the Lion Guard soldiers killed in the ruins.
Iron Guard redoubt. It's safer there. Thank Kennereth I found you. You don't know how many people I have met have been torn apart by these cultists and their creatures. I was with Wizard Benelay at the nearby Maravek's Folly, looking for an important relic. When the undead attacked us, we were forced to retreat, but the mage swore she was close to finding something. She did some magic thing and vanished. She said that a nearby crypt contained a relic we needed to defeat Angoff. I would have remained by her side. The crypt's got to be somewhere near the ruins of Maravek's Folly. She kept a journal that she was constantly... Wizard Benelay is nice enough, but she's not very sensible. She barely looked up from her books and scrolls, even when the fighting got intense.
In return, you've done good and whole.
I hate meeting new people when I'm not at my best. Commander Ailes? A good man. And a good... I did? I knew I left my journal somewhere. But I haven't told you the most exciting news. Do you like the name? I thought it up myself. Sounds simply ominous, doesn't it? And the talisman would be the key to defeating Angoff. If its power wasn't depleted. I have a ritual that can recharge the talisman and restore its power. There's an ancient weird site on the beach near here. I just need to rest for a bit. Then I can get myself there and still have enough power for the ritual. You made it. No zombie. I found an inscription in the crypt. It described the relic in remarkable detail. I performed the ritual. Here goes. It's done, but something's not right.
That didn't seem right.
The ritual worked, but something awful looked at me. Whatever's inside the relic, it's certainly not friendly. We can try to dispel it. Just getting down here tired me out more than it should have. I know you can.
I see you, little mortal. I've guarded this talisman for untold centuries, and you hope to purge me from it? Never. I will personally shoot you back to Molag Bal.
Was that thing? Julianos, I was wrong about how powerful the Glenumbra. Oh, those are bad. Sorry. At least it's gone and we can use the talisman now. This is it. We're ready to confront Angoff and destroy him. Thanks to you, he won't be able to hide from us now.
Over here, we have much to discuss.
Against the Knights of the Covenant, the Lion Guard, and you, Angoff doesn't stand a chance.
The great King Casimir sent us to stop Angoff. With the combined might of the dragons, well said. But we can't just rush after the villain. First off, Angoff's toxic mist protects the approach to Cath-Badro. We have to chance it. We don't have any other options. A squad of dragons succumbed to the mist before they could retreat. I hope the soldiers still live. That mist is deadly. And that fool from Camlord, what was he thinking? He charged right into the... They couldn't have gotten too far into the graveyard. The poison mist acts fast. Hopefully, they stay together. With the city liberated from Falchu, some of the Camlord Guard came up this way looking for a fight. A noble named Darien was acting... Arcade blind me if I know. When the king mentioned your name, the dog perked up and stuck with us all the way from Daggerfall.
Please, the people of Crosswich... Troubled times in Glenumbra, it seems. All I hear is bad news no matter where I turn. The damned Red Rooks are what happened. They're trying to turn our town into their base of operations. Perhaps, but these run-of-the-mill bandits are bleeding us dry. They're organized and dangerous. If you want to help...
So you've... Fate has led you here, just as I have foreseen it. You wish to resolve the conflict between the Weird and the Coven. Mother Merc's anger and darkness run deep, even for a Hagraven. She's powerful. You'll need this charm to defeat her, for she can siphon vitality from even the strongest foe. Kill the lesser hags and drain their power into this charm. You can find the hags to the west. Just protect that charm. Ask, I will answer. Mother Merc opposes the Weirises. She's your enemy, not... The struggle between Weird and Hag is as old as the swamp itself. I am called by many names. Mire Witch, Old Bog Crone. No, I come from the Reach, just like Mother Merc and Angoff. Not everyone who comes from the Reach seeks to do evil. The Weird are hospitable, so I reside with them. Yet I don't begrudge. Mother Merc uses dark magic. She will drain your life to restore...
as her... Good day to you. Have you come at the summons of her Lady Laurent, a Daggerfall noble who collects ancient artifacts? She's come to the tombs in search... Well, supper is nearly ready. It's not like her ladyship to be late for dinner, especially when she asked me to open a bottle of her finest wine.
You've come to the tomb for treasure. In life, I was the royal seneschal of King Anton of Daggerfall. A noble with delusions of treasure hunting entered the tomb earlier. I can help. Let's make sure you actually have the skills I require before we discuss that.
Ah, another adventurer. Of course you know who I am. I'm famous, as you know. When it comes... Ah, excellent. My other assistant has been... Well, I suppose the technical term is... I'm going to recover the legendary jeweled crown of Anton. Well, as soon as we can get into the locked vault. Ah, you do understand. 4 keys open the vault. The keys of flame...
Must tend to each of the bright flames of his kingdom equally. King must use tactics. With blade, a king defeats his enemies. In flames, a kingdom is... Vault shall open. Approach the vault. I will speak to you there. I helped you get this far. I can't enter the vault, so listen well. There are 2 crowns inside, but you may take only one. One? No. Your soul is already trapped elsewhere. But if anyone else touches it, they will be bound here. They will take my place. Greed and cowardice have a price. She craves this tomb's treasures, but she wants you to take the risks.
You're back. That's it. The jeweled crown of Anton. You are quite the capable dungeon delver. Stibbins, could you come and put this lovely crown away, please?
Of course, my lady.
Why? Why isn't he bound?
There we are, my lady. Safe and sound.
No! That's not the right crown! You betrayed me! Betrayed me!
I'll go see about more fish for the stew.
You there! You don't look like one to get down and be quiet. We don't want to give our position away. We're keeping an eye on these red... The Provost. He commands the Lion Guard camp near the old ruins. Tell him you want to help, and he'll probably give you a commission. Something about the Red Rooks and the Bloodthorns. The Provost can tell you more if you're really that...
Huh? What do you want with this old hunt mask? Are you now? You're the first one today who still has all his arms and legs.
An adventurer from the looks of you. Live by the sword and die by it, as they say. I might have something that will interest you. We captured a Red Rook messenger prowling around our camp. We think he was going to a Red Rook's and Bloodthorn's meeting. Rumor is they're forming an alliance, but we can't get the message. Might as well give it a shot. He's been telling us a sad story about his kidnapped family, but...
Please, you have to listen to me. My family's in danger. No one will... First, you have to promise to help me. I didn't stumble into a Lion Guard camp by accident. I came here for help, not to be taken prisoner. You wouldn't. You wouldn't harm an unarmed man who's simply trying to save his family, would you? All right, all right. But if my family is harmed... A Bloodthorn envoy plans to meet with the Red Rooks to finalize their alliance. The meeting's going to take place in the Dwinarth ruins. If you disrupt the meeting, it should break their truce. Not much for strategy, huh? If you're dressed as a Red Rook when you slit Envoy Chaos's throat, imagine the amount of distrust that will cause. You need to...
Bloodthorn, to arms! The Red Rooks have betrayed us! Spread out!
All that commotion we heard from the ruins. That was you, wasn't it? A job well done, then. No good would have come from such an unholy alliance.
Well, look who's here. I should have known you'd be making Angolf's life miserable. I wish I knew. I didn't think. I just rushed in to help the Dragon Knights. My guards started gasping and falling to the ground, just like the Knights. But not me. These are the only... The mist is thicker toward the gate. They won't survive passing through it again. But the mist doesn't seem to affect the necromancers. Those amulets must protect... Better grab a couple of extras just in case anyone shows up while you're gone.
These soldiers won't last much longer, and I don't have enough magic to extend my ward to protect them. Perfect. Thank you. I'll put them on the wounded knights, and Darian can lead them to safety. If I merge them and cast an amplification spell, I can increase the size of my protection ward. If I can get to a central... Good. Meet me at the center of the graveyard. When Angolf notices what I'm doing, he's bound to send someone to... Are you ready to begin? Remember that I can't defend my... Stay close. Stay close. You have to keep them... Did it! Come on, let's get inside before anything else tries to stop us. That takes care of the mist, but who knows for how long. This next bit is critical. I've seen what you can do. You won't be able to just walk into Angof's parlor and challenge him to a duel. He has minions. His kind always has minions. But don't let that stop you. I'll follow you as soon as the soldiers get here. Oh, even better. Take this binding stone. Find a secure location. Some of the dead were protected by wards designed to prevent desecration. Look for a tomb with these wards and use the stone there. Good. You found the... Yes. Sir Lannis and his knights volunteered to come with me. But I only see Dame Alex... Good. But listen. There's only one way to get out of these crypts. You have to kill Angof.
Fancy meeting you here. Tavern, I said. Meet me in a tavern. There's no ale down here. Just zombies and tentacles. Dear Gabrielle's spell seems to have misfired. Luckily, a few of us were able to find each other. I also convinced the Bloodthorn cultist to tell me how to reach Angof. I can... 3 locks protect Angof's inner sanctum. I doubt that even you can get in there by simply knocking. You need... I wish I could aid you, but I'm needed here. Lannis is good with a sword, but I'm better. I'll protect. I don't know exactly. but the Bloodthorn cultist told me about the Guardians. Watch out for a summoned creature. All I know is that Angoff drew on the collected power of his... Actually, I couldn't get anything out of the cultist about the trap. Sorry. It seems that when Angoff first came to power, a certain knight took offense and tried to kill him. Angoff captured the knight's spirit and bound it to...
Wizard Benelay said you'd gotten inside and were hunting Angoff. We wanted to help, but I hope we met Wizard Benelay outside. She said you'd use a binding stone to call us. Inside. My best guess? Deeper inside the catacombs.
Stay back. This area's trapped. Don't get caught like I did. After each trap fires, there's a brief moment when you can disarm it. During this... So, I'm not the only one left? Spirit. His gaze. They're here? That's... You are the one who wishes to destroy my master. I know it. The shard key is bound to my spirit, as surely as I am. What cannot be said directly may be hinted at. Listen then. Rot and death are Angoff's guise. Living flesh holds his demise. I must release... I cannot say directly, only through riddle. You come to destroy my master? Yes, but take care what you say. The words must be repeated exactly as written. You come to yes, but take care what you say. The words must be Ah, it's done! Thanks, Stendar.
Never creep up on a person. You're likely you're the mad fool who went into the catacombs ahead of us, aren't you? By the way, did the other knights make it? I'll head out as soon as I see a clear path. A word of warning, though. The lurcher in the chamber ahead is extremely tough. I'll do that. With luck, we'll regroup. We'll do what we can.
So you are the vain fool who seeks to fly Glenumbra from my ground. After I kill you, I shall raise you up and make you my slave. You and your friends will all die.
You did it! Now hurry. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? All right, maybe fun isn't the right word, but the others have all collapsed in their tents. They're exhausted, but I wanted to welcome you back. And Sir Long, who knows? Maybe he wants to give you a medal or something.
The king will be grateful for what we've done here. Some of Angof's minions are still running loose, but it's nothing we can't handle. Maybe things will finally... Without Angof's magic, hopefully the vines will wither and die. If not, I'm sure the Mages Guild can conjure up... Yes, but I can't put my finger on it. We've heard rumblings that things up north aren't looking any better. Not necessarily vines and such, but there are... I hear there's trouble in Koglan Village. Something bad is happening up there. But don't worry about that right now. We just saved... The king set aside this armor for the champion who defeated Angof. It was a treasure of Daggerfall, and now it belongs to you. It's your reward for all you've done.
They took him, sir.
The captain. We were returning from Daggerfall when our caravan was attacked. Bretons fighting with Daedra at their side. Stormhaven. Ruins. Near the border. Ah!
Help us. We can't resist much longer. Soon we'll be forced. Our masters were the ancient rulers of High Rock, at rest these many years. Now, the Bloodthorn drain our wills. If you recover the regalia they stole and return it, these Bloodthorn are nothing more than grave robbers. To control our ancient kings, just as they try to No, not us. At least not at first. They were loud, insistent voices. They're servants of Molag Bal. They...
was too weak to protect the tomb of my... He was a mighty ruler of ancient Camlorn. His power...
I failed to protect the... He was a ruler of great wealth and renown. He brought trade and prosperity to Hyrule.
Is an important part of life.
I have failed in my duty. My lord was a hunter. He stalked dangerous game from Skyrim to...
Tusk defends his treasures.
Kill me. I am not your enemy.
Once more, the Green Aegis defends its ladies resting.
Wait, I'm not... I'm hiding. I didn't know the Bloodthorns were going to desecrate this burial site. My ancestors are buried here. I made a mistake when I joined them. If I go back out there, they'll kill me. Please, help me appease my ancestors. The Bloodthorns stole sacred candles. Look for the tombs of the Windvale, Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very important in their time. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I was never let in on any big secrets or plans, though. According to the founder, I joined because I'm a shiftless idiot and a lazy, good-for-nothing slut. I'm going to do whatever I can to make up for my mistakes. I'll get out of here and go. Because of Angoth, he seemed like the strong leader that Glenumbra so desperately needs. Of course I am. I'm so scared, I can't think straight. Look for the tombs of the Windvale.
Sheathe your weapon. I may be.
Mortal, know that I am Donel Dellen, once King of Daggerfall. Your deeds have not gone. The Bloodthorn no longer our tombs, but our faithful knights are still at risk. Slay these Bloodthorn cultists. Rescue the spirits they are trying to enslave. To my great sorrow, Sir... Slay the Bloodthorns. Break their hold over our servant. Sir Grandin was a great hero of High Rock.
My thoughts are once again my own, thanks to you.
Our duty to High Rock.
You return. We knew you could defeat them. Without your aid, we'd be slaves, forced by the Bloodthorns to smite our own descendants. Even kings may bend a knee to those they honor. Release us to our final rest. Have we your leave to... Farewell, mortal. Your actions this day...
You have returned. I sensed her departure, the shadows cast by her. She was a dark and dangerous creature, to be sure. I do not mourn her, but I wish her to be at peace. Mother... Indeed, with Mother Merc gone, the hags will wither and the weird will prosper. You...
What's this? Not my idiot descendant? You're placing the sacred candles instead of my... I can see that. So he's afraid to face his former comrades? Return to Harald. Tell him to renounce the cult and continue.
What did great-grandfather tell you? I renounced the cult and promised to honor my ancestors, but from a...
Regret the day I ever involved myself with these. We could use the help. These damned Red Rooks. They destroyed my town, and now they're trying to take over. Townsfolk are scared. If they stick their necks out, they end up as slaves in the mines. Or worse. We need the support of the town council. Without them, the rest of the... Of course. Sternus Gelves. He's the real threat. Without him, the Red Rooks are just... The most prominent of the remaining counselors are Counselors Virgile, Donella, and Theodore. About what you'd expect. It weighs on me.
No end in sight.
Someone has to stand up. Did you meet with Tamian Sellen? The Red Rook and forces have threatened, extorted, or beaten us at every turn. That's what I wanted to hear. If you... Red Rose now! Did you teach those Red Rook? I don't know what happened to us. Another Red Rook dog barking for its master? Oh? Well, why didn't you say so? The Red Rooks took over my mine. They're forcing the miners to work. Not sure I entirely trust that young fellow. But standing around doing nothing, let Selen know I'm with him. We'll stick a hot poker in the backside.
They killed Isif. They gave Gelves everything he demanded to keep the townsfolk safe. Weren't you listening? They killed him. First they ran the watch out of town. Then they took over our businesses. Now they murdered the Are you mad? Everyone who tried is either dead or in... You... didn't even know him. You... interfering with the Red Rooks!
Blessed Mara, why is this happening? Are you mad? Selen wants the people to rise up and fight. You probably think I'm just foolish, imagining Red Rooks around Your willingness to help shames me. You're right.
I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the people have begun to... This is just the thing we need. Anyone who stands up to Sternus Gelves ends up in the Crosswitch mines. He works as prisoners to death down there. The Red Rooks took control of the mines when they arrived. They work the miners night and day. That would be perfect. If you can free Len, Suriel, talk to any miners you can get close to without arousing suspicion. Let them know we're organizing. Or just... Your actions will raise the town's morale, I'm sure of it. I heard you spoke to Marenter Gent.
I'll go ahead.
I'm getting out of here.
Ring the bell. Is there a cave-in? You! Get away from that bell!
I've heard your praises from Blaze. Dead? That's good news. It's time. We're ready to strike back. It's time. The people have crossed. He's taken over the mayor's house. Since the resistance the resistance has grown thanks to you. If you want help, use this whistle in front of the mayor's house. Anyone nearby will come to help.
Beaten my guard, you can't defeat me.
Thanks to your efforts, Order, at last, Sternus Gelves has paid for it.
Time for me to head back to the mine. We'll take care of any red rooks stupid enough to stick around.
We need to make plans. This sort of thing must never happen to Crosswitch again.
Perhaps I could help you with that.
I was rather hoping you'd say that. Come, we should get started right away.
wounds inflicted. This is interesting. We suspected the Red Rooks.
The mill had some room.
Seeking potions?
Ah, bollocks.
Welcome to the bank.